Right on the sit.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. In no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Wow, that was loud. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
It was perfect on this end. I don't know what you're talking about. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. Today is awesome Friday, March 23rd, 2018 here inside Shroud Avatar. And geez, I can hear...
You can hear what?
That in the back.
Yeah, you
Stop.
keep cutting out.
Radio in the background. Wasn't supposed to be that loud.
Why are you running Wednesdays runner or on a Friday?
Because there is no script around here. I mean, he gets to choose whatever song he feels like playing.
Wednesdays, what?
He's talking about the replays.
Oh, yeah.
The intro, the show intro.
Oh, I don't know about that.
He just randomly chooses one. I don't think...
No,
other than Monday.
That was Fridays.
Tuesday, right? And that's the one we should be on.
Okay, so Texas is Monday. Is it Justin's Tuesday, then Clipsy's Wednesday,
Right.
then Wolfdom
Correct.
Thursday, then Scrota Friday? Is that how it goes?
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
What's that?
So it's not Wayne Wednesday? Okay.
Well, there is no Wayne Klotz
There is
intro.
no Wayne intro.
I mean,
Wayne's
yeah.
giving us an intro.
Yeah.
That's right.
Otherwise, there might be the Wayne Klotz Wednesday.
Wayne
Klotz
Day.
Wednesday.
I can see that happening now. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and then it would be nice if Fruckin' Awesome would record the intro for us
Awesome.
so that way it's a Fruckin' Awesome Friday.
Awesome Friday. Yeah. That's right, man. That would be cool. We can get Fruck to do.
Did someone change my bench? It was working the other day.
Did somebody change your bench?
That's hilarious.
I think someone.
Oh yeah.
I think
I don't know.
List messed with my bench.
That could have got messed up in the massive change, and of course.
Well,
I see
yesterday it was working fine. So I think someone decided, hey, I'm going to mess with the symmetry of this thing, and
you just never know around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome to another day on Lunch with Laz and Jack. Of course, all sorts of wild things happening. We've been tweaking things, working things, changing things up. I'm using a new rig today, picked up from Antlion Audio. These guys, new mic and audio setup to work with, and we're giving it a try on today's show. We'll see if I like it. So
yeah, Laz
see
is like 1,000 times louder than he was before.
Loud.
He has had to change all of his audio settings again. So we'll see how that
already
goes.
Crashed right before we came in, so hopefully that's out of the way for today's show.
What crashed?
Oh, you noticed that, did you?
Well,
That's good.
Spiff crashed. I know that much.
Yeah.
So you crashed as well?
Yeah, I did. Right before we started, about 3 minutes before the game crashed, and I went.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I mean, you need to update your video card drivers, man.
Well, the last one came out like 2 days ago, and I updated. So bite me, okay? Unless
Oh.
they wrote one
Maybe they did.
today.
Maybe.
It's quite possible, you know.
Hey.
I don't know. You know, those guys over at GeForce, you know.
NVIDIA's
updating the drivers.
always updating the drivers.
I know they're a pain in the ass. They're almost as bad as Windows.
Hey,
these days.
speaking of a couple
Leave
days,
alone.
I mean, you do know that we have 4 days until launch.
Four
Four
days. Do you ever think we could count in less than one hand how many days to launch? Well, we
No.
know.
That
I've
just
done the math and figured out how many years are in 52 months.
In 52 releases, yeah, just about 5,
4.
right?
Okay, 5 times 12 is 60, man. So
Yeah.
8 months
Yeah.
shy of 5 years. 8 months shy.
48 is 4 years.
Yeah. So 4
So,
years plus 4 months.
52, yeah, well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
anyway, semantics.
Math.
They're all like
Semantics.
family now.
I'm sure he was dreaming about it for, several months before that.
No.
But pets flash sale going on this weekend. Ooh, go out and get those pets. Just what I need.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of
Is
pets, if you want that ultra rare white rabbit that was from release 5 and 6,
He really ultra
really
rare.
rare. You can buy it off of my shop on Shroud Marketplace.
There he is. He must have heard the call. Here's
Yeah.
Fruck Awesome in the flesh.
It's a
How
freaking
are you,
awesome
Fruck?
day. Yeah.
I tell you, just Fruck Awesome. Good time to be alive. But
Yeah, but welcome to Tea and Cookies with Wayne Klotz.
Tea and crumpets.
Where'd you put
Tea
the
and
sign?
crumpets.
where's the sign?
What sign?
Fish
What,
and chips.
The hospitality
Oh.
sign that
it doesn't stick over the wall.
about to put my mouse on
Yeah,
to.
it's behind you to the left of your red.
There it is.
Yeah, it's not tall enough.
No, it's not.
Nope.
It is not. I think you should just stick it in the corner behind one of the bushes, but this way we can mouse over it and people can actually, actually do that during the show.
All
You know,
right,
like when I want to show somebody like the
Tea and
cloak up
biscuits.
there hanging. Is
Yeah.
of course in full effect this month. And is Arius here? I know
I
I
am right
heard
here.
I know I heard him. That's right.
Yeah.
There's I'm gonna give you a minute right up front, and then I'm gonna give you some more time at the end here. But tell us what's going on starting at midnight tonight. Let all the folks out there in the world know what's going on and what your timeline is, and then they can tune in to see their favorite streamers during this event.
All right. So everybody, set your clocks for 12:01 a.m. tonight, because that is when everything's going to kick off at Airy Cove. We're going to run for 24 hours there, all Saturday morning, if you will, all through the day and all through the night. 24 hours of craziness and great fun. Let me go ahead and pull up the streamer list here for you and tell you in what order and who's going to. So if you're looking for your favorite streamer and you're wondering when they're going to actually be on, let's go over that. So starting off at midnight, it's going to be myself, Arius. We're opening up the show and the Airy Fund board members that'll be here, and we're just going to be opening up the show for you. Moving into 1 o'clock through 3 o'clock is going to be Moo Talks, great streamer, Shroud the Avatar player. Then from 3 until 6 a.m. will be Elena Strongbow. Then we're going to be back on at 6 o'clock. I'll be back at 6 o'clock to give you an update of our first quarter of the stream and how we're doing. Then coming on at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. will be Marky Dragon. He's going to be running a show for us. And
Very cool.
and then at 10 through noon will be Elgarian. He's going to come in and stream for us as well. Then at noon, Miss Justin herself is going to be here with the midday update about how we're doing at the midpoint.
There's giving you a midday update.
That's right. This just in,
Very
right?
cool.
And then at 1 o'clock p.m. or 1300 hours to 3 o'clock will be Papa Zap. And then we are following that up with that 3 o'clock until 5 o'clock will be, through 5 o'clock will be Skeggy Media. Everybody loves Skeggy. That's right.
That's right.
And then at 5 until 7 will be Zach, RPE Zach, aka Yordick Myers, Your Dick Myers.
Dick Myers.
Then at 7 p.m., the Airy Fund, the board members, those that want to participate, and myself will be there. Mostly, I'm going to leave the floor mostly to Thex, but we're going to give an update and talking about everything. And we're also going to talk a little bit about one of our wonderful supporters, one of our partners, Bright Locker, which is going to lead into a streamer you guys may not have seen before. At 8 o'clock through 10 o'clock, his name is Invalid. He's going to be coming over from Bright Locker and streaming for us some video games. Check him out. Follow his Twitch channel. And then from 9 o'clock through 10, 11, all the way up to midnight. So it's, 10 o'clock to midnight. Sorry. 10 o'clock to midnight. Pete the Noob. Pete
the Noob.
He's going to be streaming with us coming into the closure at midnight, where at midnight, I will be right back. That's and right. we'll close the show. And I have a feeling we're going to be doing the time warp again.
I wonder why. I mean, closing a show with the time warp is always a great thing.
I'm telling you, the choreographed time warp, as seen the first time, was rather amazing. To see a repeat should be just as fun. So we'll have to.
So all that'll be down in Airy Cove, and if anyone needs to know how to get there, you can teleport to me after the show today. Arius will be over in Airy Cove. Before the show, you'll go ahead.
I was going to say, for those that don't know, Airy Cove is not over by the town of Airy. It is all the way on the other side of the map, over by Desolus. So,
and it's just a little place on the map.
Yes. It's in the corner by Desolus. So,
ooh, is it on the map yet?
It's been on the map for months. It is in the corner.
It was not there. It was not on the map a few weeks ago.
Are you referring to Soda Map?
Yes.
Oh, that I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's what he's referring to. Is actually on the map when you look it up to see.
I hear on the map. I'm thinking on the overall map. But yes, it is on. It is accessible over the overall map. I don't know whether or not it's on Soda Map or not.
That's right. Closer to Serenite would be absolutely correct.
Yeah. But yes, but don't forget, if you contribute $25 or more to airyfund.org and the Ripple Effect campaign, there is the coolest items in the game, and that includes the Ripple Effect mug, which is being held by Arius right now, as well as the Ripple Effect cloak. Both of those items are available, and the mug is a blue light source, so it is a glowing mug. It is awesome.
The mug is actually awesome.
Oh yeah,
that's right. Turn around and twirl for us there, Arius. Very cool. That's right.
Yeah, let's zoom in on that. Oh yeah. So yes,
one of them things where you just got to get a really cool shot of the mug. Hey, my mug is floating on top of the couch. I closed her look.
That's what you get for doing weird things.
Mug too.
But yes, so those, if you contribute $25 or more, if you, there is also going to be prizes during the streamathon as well. So please pay attention to all that stuff and tune in for the 24-hour streamathon and support
Indeed.
the Ripple Effect, because gaming for a cause is what we should all strive for. And we need to stop looking up my kilt.
Oh my!
Oh yeah!
Oh my!
That's a whole nother Airy Fun campaign right there. Yeah. That'll be coming in the fall. We're going to be saving the nuts.
The nuts.
Yes, we will. We will be doing something similar to that. So.
Yeah, that's similar to Save the Tatas, except for them. Hey, it's a real thing, man. You know.
Get a squirrel and a live rubber chicken.
Yeah, something like that. But yes, thank you. Woohoo. Fill the tip jar.
Eagle, thank you, buddy. Thank you very
Fill the tip jar.
Pretty much.
See, I've got a cool tip jar that as you add stuff, it fills up on my screen. So
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, takes up a big chunk of real estate right there in the middle of the screen. I don't know.
What are you talking about? You resize it and you move it over. And
I'm talking about what I saw on your stream yesterday. It's a big old chunk of real estate right in the middle of your screen. Don't tell me no different. That's what it looks like.
I'll let you in on another secret. Chris just subscribed with Twitch Prime on my channel. Woohoo!
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Dippy bird.
Yes. Yay!
See?
Love you. Okay, so what other news do we possibly have for those guys out there to where we can interpret things?
I don't know. Yeah, we have.
All right, we do have stand up.
We do have stand up
from Tour to Thursday. Remember, Stand-Up Corners where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday. I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down and eventually gets posted to the interwebs, and we get to interpret it. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
We get excited about little things.
Oh, yes, we do. So, because over in the art department, we have Bob the Builder working on the Kobold Inn. And this is going to make areas squee, and it is the Elven Lights.
What?
See, snail trails have just been produced.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Elven Lights. Kix, I love you, man. That one. That one. Then Damon.
Walter.
He's working on bugs. And character review. The Ugly Fist working on heraldry equipment because heraldry is coming.
Yes. And for those of you folks lucky enough to be early founders and founders and are getting the special stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to playing with that stuff as well as being able to finally, the colors of the House of Lazarus and NBNN and all that good stuff.
It's all black. It's all black.
It's not.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. So then after that, we do have bugs.
Bug.
And the crossbow. The repeating crossbow would be nice.
I've been hearing about this crossbow.
It's a repeating crossbow.
The repeating crossbow?
It's a repeating crossbow. It's a repeating crossbow.
Yes, it is. Then the almighty Gix Vargach, Matt has given me his 2 cents today as he works on bugs.
Yay!
And reviewing characters. So he's discovered that Bob really is lacking in character, and the Ugly Fist, his character is really lacking. And then we also end up with the fact that someone needs to go over to the Ugly Fist desk and tag each of those coins with the NBNN stickers. Just do it. Because it'll be.
I think we handed out plenty during the party to everybody.
Yes.
We're on the tables at the end, so I think,
Yeah.
And aside from sticking them on Lord British's back.
Hey, I got Lord British's permission after the fact, so I did do that.
Yes. Absolutely.
Reed is working on bugs. And then heraldry support, whereas Scotty, he's trying to make me a really happy man by working on those physical goods and icons. And don't forget, someone's eventually going to come back from their honeymoon and work on the user interface and make the health bar movable. It's the longest honeymoon ever. Over in design, Beezus.
The bees. The Beesinator.
Working on the bugs and skills. And Seawolf working on the South Boundless Forest and playtesting and in-game maps. Yeah. Dan the Man working on those player-owned towns. You're a little premature with that one. Little premature with that sound effect.
Testing.
Oh, that's what you're calling that? Testing? Whereas Sanyo working on the Graph Island conversations and Thrones.
Getting ready to do the smoke. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Lum the Mad working on bugs.
Bug.
And those companions for the single-player offline mode, where Sorcerer Steve is working on Blood River Forest screenshots and bugs. The Energy Vortex
Bug.
List Rostov working on bugs.
Bug.
And screenshots. Over in tech, Dr. Bob.
Little Bobby Thompson.
Working on bugs.
Bug.
And the Crown Sales support. The funny thing about that is there's the in-game crowns are the price that they're selling for is topping 4,000 gold right now.
Oh yeah,
Ridiculous.
it's continuing to go up.
Yeah, it's absolutely skyrocketing right now. So if you are a Kodo merchant, you must be loving life right now. That's all I gotta say.
We're gonna discuss something here because there's a very burning topic out there after the last tech talk about the economy, and I think it's very relevant. So we'll talk a little bit about that.
And then you would actually have to separate what game economy versus out of game economy and realize that those are two completely separate things. Whereas JY working on server matchmaking, and errors.
Errors.
See what he's trying to he's trying to matchmake the Amazon Web Service servers, and then with like the in-house servers that they procured from the company that vacated the premises before them. Yeah, they're trying to matchmake them.
Something like
yeah. They're trying to make sure that all the ECC RAM is all calibrated properly and paired.
Actually, Amazon is working on buying up all the Toys R Us's.
Well, they should. But
they're going to buy up all that stock and then sell it off retail. That's right.
I'm about to be much broker than I normally am because ThinkGeek is opening up a shop in Austin.
Oh, like you're not broke enough.
Yeah, I'm not broke enough for as it is. I just wrote some rubber and sent it in the mail, so it's always fun. But Wizard Smoke, working on bugs.
Bug.
And code optimization and release 52 post review. Whereas the Deathbringer one and only is working on bugs.
Bug.
The Burning Toad.
The burn.
Scratching that itch that is known as builds.
Hi, Skeggy.
And hopefully he ends up with the gold build going real soon. Because that would be awesome. Although last night there was a couple more patches on the QA server. And
just a couple.
Oh, dude, you got to go see that new scene.
You know, I went out and there was some changes, and I'm so happy I live where I live. That's all I'm gonna say. Right. But yeah, we can't talk. Well, we can. I guess
it is public information now. It is public. We just can't show pictures and we can't show video. Yeah, but I will say that
I can actually say the Blood River is now bloody.
Yes.
Yes.
Not only that, but like if you actually go further north, I can't remember the mine that's next to the Serpent Spine mine. That one is also bloody as well. So there's lots of bloody rivers. And,
I did not. Yeah. And then I went around where
and
there's supposed to be some real big messy mess someplace, but I didn't find that either.
The Dippy Bird just tagged me with something with a
bird.
Oh, what?
What?
The other day, Kodo in-game prices actually spiked up to 6,000. Holy crap!
And somebody's buying that, or that's what somebody's asking.
No. Someone, I believe this would be. It's in the. It's in the.
At that point,
it is in the Dev Plus Discord channel that was sent to me. So that's the 30-day graph of Kodo prices. But yeah.
Okay. Very interesting.
Yes. But yeah,
Very
they are going up.
interesting.
It is kind of crazy. And he says for the show. So I guess since he just said it for the show, we can post it here, and then we can display it to everybody. So let's see, copy link.
The graph.
The graph. I mean, he said for the show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trace that puppy, and we'll get that up on.
So I'm scrolling over, and I guess the. I don't even know what color is what. Whether or not I believe the green is the sales. I'm just taking a wild stab in the dark. It is the 30-day history. Then the purple is going to be what people are buying it at, and then. So this is what the green would be what people are asking for. Blue would probably be what they're buying at. Yeah, green max price, middle line is average, and bottom one is minimum price. So I love the fact that someone bought Kodos for like 200 gold. Approaching zero.
I'll buy all your Kodos for 200
Yeah,
each.
that wouldn't be anybody you know.
That guy over there who set up his vendor in Owl's Head to buy them all at 1,000. So yeah.
Hey, I'm paying 2,500 now.
Oh,
somebody
you raised it.
sold me 10 for 25,000 the other day.
Okay.
I love this shit.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
But yeah, those Kodo prices are
5. I make $1. What can I say?
Yeah. Oops. And I wanted Stand-Up Corner. But yeah, that's going on. So that's going to be changing. But now that we can squirrel, the number sold is increasing, and the currently averaging just over 1,000 Kodos per day changing hands, according to Chris. And Gix wants to know if he can buy Kodos with bits, and that answer is yes. If you send me all of your bits, I will send you a Kodo.
That's right.
In the mail.
Yeah, I do 10 Kodos for every bit you send me. How about that?
Yeah.
That about fair?
That's so much fairer than it should be. Should be like for every 1,000 Kodo, or every 1,000 bits, I'll send you a Kodo. How about that? The Burning Toad, working on. Or actually, we already did the Burning Toad. He's also he's also working on the item preview user interface, which will be good. The Rock working on heraldry and security updates. Over in Studio Services, we have Andrea working on the QA bug forums and tracking. Barrick working on web updates and forums and ambassadors and live stream and store updates. The Attenwood working on that Release 52 post review and sales prep and Jira testing and heraldry review. Chaox working on Release 52 rewards and store data refactor and crown sales update and heraldry. Serafina working on shipping.
Sarah.
And Jira testing and administration and store updates and Travian meeting. She didn't provide any customer service yesterday.
Well, she was providing the moderator for South by Southwest last week.
Yeah. So. Then over in Useless Overhead, the Dippy Bird working on the bugs.
Bug.
And the water visual effects and performance. Hutch!
Hey, I am one of those tamers.
Hutch.
Wait, hold on.
We need a recipe for those boars. How about some kind of bacon or something?
Yeah, I got to say, I had a chance to pull Chris aside while we were over at the party, and just little early, Chris. We love everything you do, and while we do give you crap on the show, we're behind you 1,000% with everything.
It is really about the health of the game and the long-term look. I mean, it's kind of like the balancing the skill.
had the same goggle, apparently. I happened to lose mine along the way. I don't know where mine disappeared to, but at least I know where we can find replacements.
Chris's desk or Chris's head? Yeah.
Oh, no. It was
Amazon.
Amazon. That's right.
I can just get that off of Amazon. But I will.
That's right.
Hutch was
I'll get a
working.
spoof.
Yeah. Hutch working on the bugs and the character review.
Bug.
Sasha working on Travian support and marketing and metrics. And general business.
Goodness.
NFG Scott working on metrics and Google Analytics. Yeah, he's trying to see how long are people spending on the website. 8 minutes.
I don't know. How long are they? 8 minutes?
I don't know.
Yeah, they log on.
No,
see nothing
I
is
don't.
there,
I don't
leave.
spend any time out there anymore since there's no store. So.
Yeah. Well, you're on the forums. I mean, if it gauged anything by the number of tabs that I have open, it would be, wow, this guy's been on here indefinitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
He never leaves this place.
Yeah, and the Dorkstar are working on the Release 52 post and character review and Q2 schedule and Release 53 schedule and a talk at the Game Developers Conference. And I will say that Darkstar earlier did post a picture on Facebook of the line to get into their talk at the GDC. I would have to
line right there.
Wait, hold on. Scroll up. Yep. Yes, you did.
Lord British standing outside, and there's the line for everybody to get in. When you hear people say that, nobody's interested in this game, well, I tell you what, from what we saw last week, and look at that freaking line, people. That's people just waiting to get in to hear these guys talk about this shit. Okay.
That's right, people. Squirrel up.
Scroll up, yeah.
Scroll up inside of Discord because that's where all the good stuff happens.
Yeah, you see how they jam them into those convention halls.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's the way to do it.
I don't want to hear about being cramped at a soda con.
You also have to remember that is the GDC, so those guys, the lights should be turned off to make the developers more comfortable.
Well, that's the hallway.
So I don't care. I mean, you need to make the developers comfortable, so you need to turn off the lights and then have some ambient trance music.
The developers that are willing to venture out of their office are a rarer breed than the rest. Okay? I don't think you'll ever find Lum traveling that far to go to a conference. When he comes to SodaCon, he's not too far.
And maybe as a courtesy, they should have tables with free samples of underarm deodorant, possibly. Wait, I'm sorry. Am I implying that developers sometimes smell? I don't know.
Yeah, you need to break up that Axe body spray.
Yeah, no. See, we don't want to turn them all into tools. Yeah, we don't need to up the douchiness. So, but yeah, great line for the talk at GDC for Lord British and Starr. I'm glad that they're hanging out and doing good things and working on publicity. And don't forget, I mean, the advertising campaign for Shroud is not going to kick off until launch. And we've barely gotten any kind of taste of that advertising other than the new promos. Did you want to look at the the world video? Real quick? We lost Laz again. Where did Laz go? Laz died.
Bye, Laz.
Laz died. So while Laz is coming back, we'll go ahead and play the video. Let me go ahead and link it inside of Discord for everybody, if I haven't already. This is the latest world video from Shroud of the Avatar and guys at Portalarium. So give them 2 minutes to get back as well.
Discover the living world of New Britannia. and lift the shroud of ancient secrets. Learn to love a new world and reveal your forgotten self.
Everything died again. I'll tell you what, this is really getting me a pain in the ass.
I'm watching a video here on the world building. The world video. I know, you got that ambient music going on, and it's like, ooh, yeah.
The world video?
Oh, yeah. It's working because it's mine.
It's yours.
The no technical difficulties stream.
Oh, well, you know, I don't know. After listening to the audio from yesterday's stream, I wouldn't go there, buddy. I wouldn't go there. So let's not even start there. We'll see. We'll see what the cream rises to the top today when we need to rip the audio today and see what happens.
Okay, so that was the new video. Chris did actually do a clarification that his understanding that a lot of the advertisements aren't going to kick off directly after the 22nd, that they are going to kind of stagger those. And by doing that, that allows them to get some of the older backers back into the game and let them get settled before it continues. So, I mean, it's going to be an amping up of the advertising. So, and those companions are really great. Too bad you won't ever see them because Draugr's never going to be playing the single player offline mode. That's why. Yep. And now I can pin your camera back to camera 2, and then I can bring Laz's picture back. Woohoo! We've got Laz's back on video. So yeah, but the reason I actually love these the world video and the other video that just came out from Portalarium is because it's actually the real world. It's not something where they're turning around and showcasing a cutscene that is overproduced and completely fake. So this is stuff that they can actually see. Some of it they actually just turned around, and you can mess around with some of it by like imitating parts of it by turning off your camera invisible and then sliding in. And the devs, since I'm walking over sausages and things like that, you can actually do things. But they also got to play around with the skew command and kind of slew command and fly through the world. But yeah, so I am now visible. Laz is not yet back in game because you know what? He broke things. There, you popped up finally. But the co-op video, I love that, and just because it's actual gameplay, without the actual interface, like what I'm looking at right now. I just hit F9 to hide the interface, and otherwise, people like messaging me in game, I wouldn't be able to see. That brings back all the health and map and everything else.
I tell you what, one of the things I liked about the world video over the co-op video was one different scenes that they throw in there. And I mean, when Starr got up there and said, listen, people, all I ask is that when you're walking through the world, look at things. Look at the leaves. Look at the grass. Look at the level of detail that gone into a lot of this stuff. There's a lot more to it than just throwing a tree here, throwing a rock there, throwing this there, and making it look good. So
they do all kinds of great things, and you have to remember, it's like this is a dev team that is consistently only been about 30 members, and those 30 guys have been doing the monthly production cycle every single month since release 1. The chicken room. I know you don't remember it because you didn't show up until like release 13.
I didn't show up until release 13. That's right.
Yeah, and I didn't even. I was actually around for all the hat quests. I just didn't do some of them because it's like I don't like that hat, and then I made a mistake.
I'm only missing 2. I got the one from the release I got here, and and that's what was really made most of it for me, is I just wanted to have that hat from the release I joined in to say I had it.
That's the Christmas
hat. I'd like
hat,
to get the other 2. Yeah, that's right. The original Crazy Eddie Christmas hat.
Yeah, so great things coming from the dev team, and the fact that they've been open, which allows them to be openly criticized by way too many people, and so they have invited some of the things.
So talking about some criticism, I threw a little post in right there. At least I thought I made it into the green room before I crashed. Yeah, it did.
Nope.
Right under Chris's graph.
Oh, the upcoming changes to release 53. Gold inflation
and more. Now, from what I read, and I'm gonna have to read more of this, since Chris is apparently listening in, instead of blowing up items, now this is where returning items into the loot pool comes in. Instead of blowing up an item on a failed enchant, at the fail enchant, it would then lock and take some permanent
a little bit of durability
away,
and the item can no longer be enchanted further.
Sell it. Then you can sell it to NPCs who will then put them into the loot tables. Now, of course, the idea to be able to sell these now for technically a profit is sort of...
Well,
again, I'm going to have to read more into it.
I'm sorry to say, but any item that you sell to an NPC, even though it's recouping some of that gold, it is never the amount of gold that you actually put into it. But now it goes into the loot table, and I, as a player, get that sword back, and now I sell it back, and it's an endless loop of making gold from the same weapon sold over and over and over back to the vendor. That's the implication. Okay, every time I get one of these crappy swords in the loot table, I'm just going to sell it to the vendor. So how many swords are you currently selling to the vendor?
0.
Oh, okay. So for you, it would be the same number.
No, because the crappy rusty sword get are
wood scrap, metal scrap. Yeah.
Now these are player-made swords that are going to have some properties that may not be a plus 15, but they may be a plus 8, or they may be worth something to another player. But again, I would take that, and if I can make by selling it off to the NPC, I'm going to sell it to the NPC for crying out loud, right?
You know what? Sell it to the NPCs or put it on a vendor.
If the NPC was
you won't be able to
100 gold per bow. Would you be selling it, or would you be scrapping it for the wood scrap for your scrolls? Which would it be?
I scrap everything.
If it was 500 gold a bow, you'd scrap it.
You're not in my Twitch chat right now where you won't be able to sell for profit, but they will adjust the middle prices for things like ingots that allow us to raise the price on the final goods.
Is that
I'm sorry to say,
be able
but
to be sold for profit?
Okay, so it's all made up money anyways. Money, the game gold is all made up. It is something where players will always end up with gold. Because you can go out and you can kill a humanoid and collect gold right now.
It's the best way to make gold as far as I'm concerned.
But it's one where if there is a sword that's 250, 500 gold that was a player fail, okay, that player fail really cost the original player thousands of gold. Because you have to look at the price of ingots, you have to look at the prices of those supple straps. You have to look at.
In theory, it only costs some time because it didn't cost them anything to go gather that to begin with.
Each enchantment, 5 gold bars, and you're turning around and selling that sword for 250 gold. You're really losing money no matter what. Every time you fail an enchantment. So it's one where it's not going to blow the economy out of the water.
Well,
we're
looking speculative here because we don't know what the cost is going to be.
It's the same reason that it's like for crafted goods, you should actually, like, if you get like a plus 12, plus 13 item, or even plus 15 if you're really crazy, and you turn around and you sell it just for the crafted materials for that one weapon, you've just hurt yourself money-wise, because you should also be including every single item that you blew up beforehand. Because the chance to actually create that one item is very low.
Right, but see, with the new system, nothing ever blows up.
You can still scrap it. I mean, you're getting back
with the new
a
system,
little bit.
Nothing ever blows up.
It doesn't blow up, but I mean, you turn around and you sell it to a vendor for 250, 500 gold, whatever. You're still losing money. You've lost. I mean, it's not. You're not making money doing it that way. I mean, it's not like the bear hats of old, where it's like you could actually craft those bear hats and actually make a profit, because the bear hats and all the resources were cheaper than the actual crafted good.
Your skill actually made some money for you.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like the promise of the loot crafted failure, or items sold to NPC vendors making it their way into the loot tables, is something that was talked about a long time ago, and the fact that it's finally coming into the game is actually a good thing.
But dying to see, and again, the original concept was if you had it on a public vendor and it went off for sale, it wouldn't turn into the loot table. That made more sense, but I don't see selling anything.
I don't recall it saying. I don't recall it saying public vendor. It was always things sold to vendors.
Well, again, that's my memory, but yeah. My memory is not always what it should be.
Yeah, but hey, you know what time it is?
What's that?
You know what time it is?
Way past time. I know that.
It's all your fault. But yeah, it's to me, it's not going to destroy the economy. In fact, it adds a little bit more excitement when you get someone's failed enchanted item, and it might be better than your current item. So I think it's good, and it will actually make hunting. I think it will make hunting a little bit more entertaining for a lot of people.
We shall see, but going to be looking forward to all those great additions that are now going to be able to be added to the game. Once we get past the initial release point, then we can start knocking off a lot of those wish list items and things we'd love to see, and maybe we'll get brewing. That would be nice.
Never.
Guy can dream.
Guy can dream. He can dream for about 5 minutes.
I got to tell you, about the wonderful NBNN Trinity Avatar app available to you out there. Google Play Store, the Amazon App Store, or the Apple iTunes Store. That's right, available across all platforms for all your electronics. Don't forget the NBNN Trinity Avatar app, where you can read the NBNN Daily Britannians, published 7 days a week. Or you can subscribe and get it directly in your inbox. You can listen to our podcast. You can join us in Discord. You can shop the marketplace. You can go hang out in the forums. You can join us in Discord, or you can check out what's happening around town by checking out the NBN the Avatar community calendar posted on nbnn.info.
That's right.
The latest.
You can always go to nbnn.info, click on the calendar button, and you can see all great things, because Laz has aggregated all of the available public calendars related to Shroud of the Avatar that he knows about. And if you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud of the Avatar, or if you just want to add events to the Shroud community calendar, you can email that guy, news@nbnn.info, and eventually he'll do something with it. And I might read it off. And please make sure that you actually post your items to your personal calendar if it's a personal thing, and not to a public calendar where everybody gets to read it, because otherwise you would not know that Monday through Friday you can always tune into Radio Free Britannia and listen to 12s and 6s around the clock and listen to two idiots interpreting the news, because we don't know what the hell we're talking about, on a little show called Lunch with us. At 7 p.m. this evening, you can always join Kazan Phoenix Fire or Malahari for the Phoenix Republic PvE nights and go explore all kinds of different zones if they're online. At 7 p.m., you can always go to the town of Vengeance, which is no longer a PvP town, and then try to engage in some non-consensual PvP for Vengeance madness. It's so madness that I don't know how they're doing it.
And it wobbles the mind.
Yes. At 7 p.m. on the Radio Free Britannia is the 70s at 7. At 8 o'clock on Avatars Radio is DJ Aline doing the beat of Novia. Also at 10, she's doing the same thing. At 10 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia is The Record Room. And that takes us to midnight. Don't forget twitch.tv/AirieFund for the AirieFund Ripple Effect Streamathon. At 1 a.m. on Radio Free Britannia is the House of Omen with DJ Omen Crow. Woohoo! Hey Omen, how's it going?
Go.
You having fun selling scrap and stuff on Shroud Marketplace?
I am now Fred Sanford.
Oh yes. Yes.
I love this.
Fred Sanford operating the junkyard on shroudmarketplace.com.
Selling that scrap on shroudmarketplace.com.
6 a.m. on Radio Free Britannia.
Somebody call my phone.
Wake Up New Britannia with Wolfdom and Justin. At 4 p.m. is on Avatars Radio is going to be Power Hour with Mick Foley. At 4 p.m. in-game, you can always go to the town of Virtue Oasis, which is Virtue Isle, which is embedded inside the Virtue Oasis, for the EVL Virtue League PvP tournament. Followed by 6 on Avatars Radio, DJ Bear Cub's going to be dancing. At 7 p.m., the EVL Guild is hosting their newbie dungeon run with Dungeon Master Denied. At 8 p.m. on Avatars Radio, Asclepius and Lord Baldrith are going to be doing Echoes from the Cavern. At 8:30 is the Pack Slayer General Meeting. At 10 p.m. in the town of Novia Market is the Noma Promo Asia Edition, now with requests. At the same time on Avatars Radio is DJ Brazen Spirituality, who's going to be doing some more dancing, because over at Avatars Radio, they love dancing.
Sunday.
At the Fair Park Coliseum.
At 1 a.m. on Sunday is the Noma Promo Asia Edition again. At 1 a.m. also on Radio Free Britannia is the House of Omen with DJ Omen Crow.
House of Omen.
Yeah, then at 5 a.m. Royal Sexy is going to be taking over at Avatar's Radio and doing some more dancing with Dance. 6 a.m. Is the Noma promo in the town of Novian Market with the European edition. At 9 a.m. on Avatar's Radio is DJ Striker Sparhawk's going to be doing an eclectic flow of tunes with his show Lost in the Spaces. At 10 a.m., the EVL Guild is hosting a crafting fair and training event, and that's going to be led by Wintermute of Koff or Lazu. 12 o'clock is the Noma Promo America's edition. Go to the town of Novian Market, go to Promo Alley, and go get some extra special good America. At 12 o'clock also is the Veritas Sanctuary bi-monthly, not bi-weekly, bi-monthly public auction. Don't forget it is a traditional auction. In order to bid, you do have to raise your hand. Then from there, you also have at 12 is the EVL Emote and Recipe Swap, which is taking place in Sultan, right in front of Laz's vendor, probably. At 12:30 in the town of New Britannia.
It's just right down the street. You can see it right from there a lot. If you need any goods while you're out there swapping stuff, come on down.
In the town of New Britannia Market, you need to go hang out at the museum for Astronomy Night with Bo and Bloodgood, 12:30. At 2 o'clock, go to the town of Barron's Reach and go to the Bear Tavern pub crawl, because all great adventures begin in a pub. And don't forget the Lottery of the Avatar. It is going to be the roll day for round 3, and ticket sales for round 4 are going to begin. And that's our community calendar for this March 23rd through the 25th in Shroud of the Avatar. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Don't forget, of course, going on tonight at midnight, the Ripple Effect is in full effect throughout the month of
March,
yeah.
Just come out and see what the effects of Ripple are.
Yes.
Yeah, well.
He's got this.
Strider, thank you very much for the follow. Arius, yes, give us a quick minute and then we got to get out of here, give sponsors and all that good stuff.
All right, and speaking of sponsors, tonight the Ripple Effect is the Streamathon is being brought to you by Portalarium, Marquee Dragon Game Codes, Deepbot, Brightlocker, Merits Gaming Fitness, and of course Water.org, as we bring this to you to help raise money for those that are less fortunate to have clean drinking water and sanitation water and even bathing. While spring break is going on, ladies and gentlemen, you may want to go out to the pool, you might want to go out to the beach, you might want to go out to the ocean side. But there are people who cannot even touch that water that's near them without fear of getting sick. So come on out, join us for the Ripple Effect as we raise money for an incredible cause in helping change the world. One drop of water, the Ripple Effect. Look it up, see what it does.
Amen. And of course, that's going off at midnight tonight, folks, going on for 24 hours. So it don't matter what time zone tune in. Otherwise, go out to the airyfund.org. You can make a donation anytime this month. Get yourself some cool swag while you're held. Of course, you're tuned in to Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on nbnn.info, WRFB, Radio Free Britannia, on Twitch TV/Genesis, twitch.tv/NBNN. Been watching us in replays. We love you guys, and thank you for all the sponsorship and help over the years. You guys have been absolutely great. Coil More Wands, putting the magic in your hands. Scrota's Music Service, providing music at a cost. He'll do anything you want. The Britannia Mining Company wants you to come visit down in Blackpool, open 24 hours for your convenience. Relics by Rills. Don't forget, there's a sale going on that special 2017 shirt. And when the meteor strikes, sale's over, folks. So get on out to Relics by Rill to get your Shrouded Avatar swag. Use the promo code NBNN when you check out. You'll save 10% when you check out at relicspiral.com. And of course, last but not least, shroudmarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. Out there in the marketplace, you heard him, Omen Crow playing Fred Sanford out in the marketplace.
That's
Gotta
right.
love this shit.
That's right. Shroudmarketplace.com.
Real quick, Jack.
The best place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Anything from Game Gold to accounts to Kodos, cheaper than you can get on the add-on store, all the way to in-game services. Anything and everything is available that's not a bannable offense on shroudmarketplace.com, and it's all provided by different player vendors. Each player has to register as a vendor, and then from there, they can start adding stuff. It just takes a minute, and then boom, your stuff is there. Just check out the latest stuff. You can go through the categories, find what you're looking for, including some of my stuff or some of that guy's stuff. But yeah, I need money. But yeah, shroudmarketplace.com.
Dragon Bone Throne with all gold purchases from weddings and more by that.
That's right. Over 100 different players registered as vendors on shroudmarketplace.com. So if you're looking to sell, go ahead and register for an account, then click on vendor registration. Don't forget to check out the coupons at the top, because when you go through the vendor list, you can see that Cynics Legia is doing a 20% release sale for if you use the promo code RELEASE on his shop. So check out shroudmarketplace.com. And then from there, we got a little bit of everything. Draugr, I don't do graphics, man. But yes, anything and everything Shroud related. Shroudmarketplace.com. But it is actually past that time where we are supposed to say thank you for watching out on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on Radio Free Britannia. We couldn't do the show without you guys, and we do it for you guys. Love you.
That's right.
Have a great one.
That's right. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll be back with the Monday pre-launch show, and of course, with the latest news right here. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back with more. Till then, I'm Les.
I'm Jack.
And I'm hawking digital goods.
That's right. You better believe it, Spiffy. You better believe it. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all then.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I can't do anything because my mouse is locked.